Hello and welcome to Making the Cut, the podcast dedicated to everything plastic surgery, health, and wellness. I am your host, Dr. Patrick Basile, board-certified plastic surgeon from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, the amazing and talented Hope Gulley.
I never know what to do when you do the intro.
You go,
Woohoo!
So, episode 10.
10. Yay!
Look at those mugs, got our label on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Sorry.
we go.
Episode 10.
And say, y'all don't know what's in these.
Yeah. So, I can't believe it. 10.
I know.
You know?
I feel like we're on a good roll.
We are on a roll. We're through not the majority of our first season.
Yes.
But we're about 2/3 of the way. And
Crazy.
very cool. Just loving this.
It's been awesome.
Loving the feedback.
Yes.
And it's just a lot of fun and easy for us to do.
Yeah.
A little hard on my voice at the end of a big clinic
I was
day.
going to
After
say,
seeing like 50
yes.
people. But
I'm going to say, you may think it's something fun in here, but we just have green tea in here because we can't talk.
yeah. I have green tea and water.
Green tea and water.
Yeah. So Hope today, episode 10,
I'm excited about this one.
we're going to call the men's room.
Yes. Which I obviously belong in.
Well,
It's
you
exciting.
know a lot of men.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's rewind.
I didn't mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You know, you have brothers
Yes.
and a dad.
A lot of brothers.
And
one
we could go
dad.
into stories there. But the men's room is interesting because, you know, we actually see more men than probably people think.
Yes.
And it's not
Would you
just,
say that's increasing as
yeah,
time
totally.
goes on too?
Yeah. And it's not just for the Brotox or something like that.
Right.
You know, which some people see. Actually, probably more men are getting other things than Botox. You know, there are certainly some of them. But no, it's been good. And I think it's just kind of with, you know, progressive nature, social media, movies, everything we're watching, it's kind of just breaking the stigma of
Yes.
this is like men don't do that stuff.
Yeah. It's like a women's field, you know?
And the cultural stereotypes of being masculine and like we can't care about how we look.
Yes.
And I just think that isn't true. And I think, you know, honestly, COVID probably brought on a little bit more of it because as people were going more virtual or standing in front of a Zoom or FaceTime, they're like, whoa, my skin is blotchy, or
Totally.
I got more wrinkles, or,
Yeah.
you know, things like that, or,
Right.
you know, paying attention to their hair, you know, issues like that. So I think it's, again, one of those common things about, you know, our motto is inspiring confidence, and that includes men.
Yeah.
You know?
The Zoom effect is super real. And how, like, as a surgeon, what are some things you've noticed a big uptake in, like, as far as men coming in more for these
Sure.
specific, we can start with procedures, but we'll go into like aesthetics too.
So I would say procedure-wise, we obviously live in Florida, and it's been, we've all talked about this, one of the hottest summers on record.
Yeah.
At least it felt that way.
It's been pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And miraDry
Yes.
has become
Oh, it's
so
huge.
popular.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It is. And for those of you who don't know what miraDry is, it's a energy-based treatment in the armpit to reduce primarily sweating and odor, but also can for hair, more for women.
Yep.
And I think it's education. You know, I
Totally.
think the other doctors are out there and it's getting a little bit more publicity. We're certainly trying to, on social media, talk about it. But first off, there's a big portion of the population that struggle with hyperhidrosis. That means like massive amounts of swelling. Those men and women we know that just like sweat a lot.
Yeah.
But then there's also, take someone like myself. So I'll share my story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta
we
share.
got miraDry years ago, and I never was what I would say someone that struggled with being too sweaty. But, you know, we live in Florida, you know, and every once in a while you work out, you might get sweating in the armpit. And so, and also I had a lot of cognizance of some of the research in aluminum-based deodorants and their link or quasi-link to Alzheimer's and stuff.
Right.
So when miraDry came about, I was like, let me try it out. And I got to tell you, it was the greatest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
I literally don't have to use antiperspirant anymore. Like I say, I use a little deodorant for some flavor. And my sweating is down like my sweating is down like completely.
Oh,
So
sorry, that got me.
yeah,
That was funny.
I try to get her to laugh.
Yeah, it's
But
a daily thing.
Wasn't something I was looking for.
That is awesome.
But it like literally changed everything about it. Like, so like there, you know, I don't really sweat that much.
Right.
At all. And the big question is, well, don't you need to sweat? You sweat so many other places and we lose heat from even breathing and things like that from the top of our head. So we don't really worry about that. So miraDry is one of them.
miraDry is amazing and it's permanent.
Yep.
So
you know, we mentioned Botox. We all know what that is. And I think men are just sitting there again looking like, oh my God, I have wrinkles.
Totally.
And again, being on camera more,
Yes.
social media, selfies, things like that, they're just paying a little bit more attention.
Yeah.
We're seeing even some guys come in for filler, jaw filler.
A lot of jawline.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I get a lot of jawline patients right now, which is cool.
Yeah, which is very
And chins.
cool. And you wouldn't think
Chin
about
is
it,
big.
but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We'll get into this in another episode, but with the increase of seeing people lose a good amount of weight, whether it's via medication or surgery, people are using volume in their face.
Totally.
Especially, you know, well, men and women, but
the-
we're seeing this a lot in men. And so seeing the revolumization of the face, different areas, things like that.
For sure.
What else? Well, surgery has always been, you know, something that was predominantly in our practice. We're seeing more women, but going along the lines of weight loss, we're seeing a ton of men come in who just either have extra skin on the chest, most commonly, and the abdomen. And so doing those surgeries help kind of get rid of all that extra hanging skin, give them more confidence with the chest, wearing like tighter shirts so they don't feel like they have breasts.
Yeah.
Arms are a common thing too. So that has been very common.
Yeah.
You know.
With the chest too, talk about like gynecomastia as well. I know that's
Sure.
one we see more commonly for men
So
traditionally.
Gynecomastia is, you know, when men develop either real breast tissue or pseudo breast tissue, and that can happen from, you know, genetics or surges in hormones as a kid, but more than likely as adults, we see it from certain medications we can take. You know, recreational drugs like marijuana can do it. And then, you know, still people are using growth hormone and testosterone in their workout plans. And so I see a lot of young men coming in ripped, but they have breast buds.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously it's, you know, the cruel joke is, you know, I come in, I'm like, so you stopped? I'm like, yeah, I stopped a year ago. And the breast tissue doesn't go away. So,
Yeah. So then what do you do?
well, it depends, you know, if it's true, like gynecomastia, which is true breast tissue, not just from like fatty tissue, you can do, it can be as easy as just kind of making an incision under the areola and just kind of taking out the breast tissue. Sometimes you can trick the eye to do a little bit of liposuction. You don't necessarily have to do that. And then we've had really good result with CoolSculpting of the chest, you know?
Yeah.
Little off label there, but it has been really good.
Totally.
Because again, sometimes coalesce with the breast tissue is a little bit of extra fat.
Right. Exactly. Super cool.
But the surgery is big. What else? So can you think of anything else?
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess, I mean, you just touched on CoolSculpting too. I feel like that's been such a huge adjunct. That brings a lot of men into our practice is CoolSculpting.
Yeah, because men don't like to be hurt.
No,
They don't like
no
to be-
discomfort, nothing.
And because I can speak for that.
You can.
I don't like to be uncomfortable.
Not at all.
So CoolSculpting is great. It's, you know, obviously it's cryolipolysis. It's permanent fat removal after you expose a certain area to a cooler temperature for a certain period of time. And once that fat goes away, it's gone. And so it's great because there's no needles, no surgery, no downtime.
Yep.
So you can get it and theoretically go work out the same day and be able to go back to work, which is ideal for both men and women,
Totally.
but definitely for men.
For sure.
And then I think, you know, probably some of the most recent things are hair restoration, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's been a big thing growing this year in our practice specifically is like PRP. So where we just like draw your blood, re-inject it into areas where you have to have hair growth in order for us to inject it there to stimulate it. But if you've got no hair follicles there, you know, I'm not God, I can't bring it back, but it's really interesting.
Yeah, but I think we obviously know of like the big trend to go overseas to these other countries and get hair transplants, which works and might work very well with some people,
Yeah.
but not everybody has the time or the money to do that.
Yeah.
And if so, if your hair is thinning out a little bit, PRP is a great,
super nice option.
It's a great
in
option.
the beard too, which that also reminded me too is like
skincare.
hair reduction too. And like some guys like to, if they don't want to shave every day, we can do hair reduction, like laser hair removal to like the beard area or any other area where
And you want to do it
bothers you.
before you get all this white beard.
Yes, because white
laser
don't
hair
work,
only works really with brown or black hair.
pigment.
It doesn't work very well with blonde or white hair.
Yeah, exactly.
But hair removal on the chest,
Yep.
the back,
Yeah.
body parts, and then skincare.
Yeah, skincare.
I mean, I've been amazed at how many men are super interested in learning about skincare and taking their health seriously. I'll go on my soapbox a little bit. The skin is the largest organ in the body.
Right.
And it's probably the one we neglect the most.
Totally.
Especially as men.
Yeah.
Before I really got into this arena, and even still I struggle with doing my daily skincare regimen. But
We're working on it.
I find that I do protect my skin though, way more than ever.
Definitely.
Just because I know I want to prevent sun damage and wrinkles, but also, skin cancers. We take care of a lot of skin cancers and stuff like that. So, but I think more and more people are talking about it too.
I do
on
too.
social media.
Yeah, I think it's been really interesting to watch, we've talked in the past, on past episodes about prevention and how that's been such a huge shift, not only in the, aesthetic and plastics field, but also just in healthcare in general. It's much more preventative, but it's also breaking down the stigma of men feel like they don't need to take care of themselves, if that makes sense, where that's in health, that's in everything. It's I'm stronger than that. I don't need to take care of those things. So it's been really cool. And there's so much curiosity, I think, which is very cool. So a lot of our male patients are very curious and they really want to learn and know. And that's been really cool. And they're some of the best patients we have too.
And I was going to say,
once they stick to it, they stick to it.
I think when someone comes in and they don't really know what we can offer, and then we do the procedure on them, and then they get above the results they could have ever expected.
For sure.
I mean, talk about gratitude. And it's so cool
awesome
to see.
Yeah.
It's just they're, especially with our weight loss patients,
Yes. Yes.
Everybody says growing up kids are cruel and everything. But, when men lose so much weight, and women, and then they're wanting to go to the gym and everything, but it's they want to wear tank tops because it's so hot, and then skin's falling out of there, and they just get self-conscious, and people can look at them, and people are
it's
can
confidence.
be jerks,
Totally.
And so to be able to get someone to be able to say this is who I always knew I could look like.
Yes.
I mean,
it's what you've worked for.
Yeah, it's just amazing
Gives me
because
chills.
that's what we do. That's why we do this.
Totally.
It's for stories like that where, someone's worked so hard to lose the weight, probably a lifelong battle.
For sure.
And now they're shrouded in this extra skin, which can really hold them back a lot of times from doing what they want to do. So I love stories like that of hey, I want to just let you know that I have all my confidence and doing things that I never thought I'd be able to do, and taking my shirt off at the beach. And
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's just and that's the beautiful thing of this field too, is that's a conversation we get to have all the time is hey, I'm confident. And it's also when we see patients walk back through the door, month 3 to 6 after surgery, and we're just dang, look at you. It's awesome. All that hard work that they did.
I think what we're also seeing with the men is definitely in our practice is we love, first off, when the significant others come in with our patients. So, and a lot of times what will happen with our female patients, if they bring in their partner who happens to be male or female, they're listening to what we're talking about. And then they're, and more times than not, we'll get hey, doc, do you treat men? And I'm yeah,
for
totally.
sure.
And then they become patients.
Absolutely.
So education, we've always talked about it. It's the cornerstone of our practice. And that's why we try to do things like this, where we can reach out and just tell guys that, hey, inspiring confidence is for men too.
Totally.
And, it doesn't matter, what age you are. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I think
no one's off
limits. People harp onto age so much. But again, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. There's something for every age that we can do to help you hit your goals.
Absolutely. Yeah. No one is counted out.
Yeah. And, the big thing is I know a lot of guys come in and they're like, I don't want to look weird. I want to do everything. We strive for natural results.
Always.
I'm not here to make you look like some of the characters on some of the plastic surgery shows we see on TV where these people look more like weird Ken dolls than anything, Yeah. We're trying to restore form and function.
Totally.
Which is the cornerstone of plastic surgery. So
absolutely.
I think I like the men's room. I like, the sound of it.
It's been cool.
And we definitely are trying to market more to our male patients just to let them know that we're here.
Totally.
So, anyway.
But so we're here for you.
Yeah. So the men's room, come check it out.
Yeah. It's a fun time. Awesome. Well, today's question, this will be interesting because I usually can figure out what you're going to say, but today I don't know.
And I try to stump her too, which is interesting because she's asking the question.
I know. And then I stump myself. What is a strange or interesting talent that you have or something you're oddly really good at?
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't think we've asked this one yet.
No, that is.
In 4 years, I don't think we've asked this.
That's a really tough one.
I stumped you.
You really did stump me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if it's like a strange talent, but, and I haven't done it in a long time.
Okay.
But I grew up, my grandmother lived with us. My grandfather passed away at a young age, and my father's mother, Carmela, lived with us, which was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I spent a lot of time with her.
Okay.
And she taught me a lot of things. So she taught me how to cook and to bake.
Okay.
But that's not the interesting thing.
Okay.
No, I do cook and bake well.
Yes. Yes, you do.
But the interesting things is she taught me how to knit, how to sew, and how to crochet.
Interesting. Yeah. It's crazy that you do what you do now.
It's so fitting. And
I
can't
bet
tell you
how
many times I mark a patient and my grandmother is in my head saying
cute.
kind of the standard things like measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
But anytime I mark I think of my grandmother and it's touching.
Wait, that's so cool.
Because she taught me these little weirdo things, like
like
what
the little tips and
8-year-old crochets.
You.
Needlepoint too.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it was just but I was home with her.
Yeah.
And,
what else are you going to do?
And we didn't have the stuff available now for internet and everything like that.
Yeah.
Back in the day we had 10 channels. I'm really aging myself. Yeah. But it was I wanted to spend time with her. So she again taught me how to bake, cook, and then do all this cool kind of crafty work.
Totally.
Again, I haven't done it in forever, but talking about it now, it makes me want to go back and do it. But definitely when I'm sewing, I always think of my grandmother.
That's
and I always think about that, her just teaching me that and how I was so adamant about making all of my stitching perfect. And it plays out.
I was going to say, it's crazy how life really takes you there,
What about you?
Well, first, I think you should crochet us all sweaters for Christmas.
I have to relearn how to do it.
We'll relearn. That'll be your fall.
It's been a while.
Your fall goal. Yeah, or maybe just one sweater.
My sister started doing it again.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was weird. I was at her house recently, and she's sitting there doing this. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
You're like, "No
She's
way."
I'm knitting. I go,
"That's crazy."
You knew how to do that?
Flashbacks, you know. I would say I'm weirdly good at Frisbee. Really? Ultimate. Wow. I'm actually very good at Frisbee. Really? Yeah. I can rip it super far. But
and with accuracy?
Oh yeah. And it's flat, it's beautiful. It's awesome.
That's
I'm
incredible.
actually weirdly.
Really?
Yeah. Me and Brandon went and played the other day and I was I actually forgot I'm actually pretty good at Frisbee.
Wow. So I could never throw a Frisbee before.
Oh,
anytime I try to do it, always
it's
go up and
flops, yeah.
So once I kind of learned how, I was okay at it. Have you ever tried disc golf?
That's on my list this year
I think you'd be very good at it.
Yeah, I think it'd be so fun.
If you can throw it far and accurate.
And we played so much Ultimate growing up. That was a huge
Was it a family thing or just
big family thing? And then our church, it was always Ultimate. The whole youth group, everybody did it. So, but my family is very into Frisbee. And so we play for the people out there who know what Can Jam is, that's like our family's favorite game. So Can Jam. So we're always like, anytime all of us get together, we're playing Can Jam.
Now, are you the best one?
Oh, I'm close. I think Alan, my brother, might be the best. Or Ben.
Ben? I think it's Alan.
I don't know. It might be Alan. He's pretty accurate. So, but we have like kind of set teams now. We know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's like you kind of know, like you look at the person, you're like,
Do you
we're
name your
partnering
team?
together. No.
You got to do that.
It's just whoever wins. And then they get bragging rights for the rest of the week, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, Frisbee is.
So that's
my
holiday
weird quirk.
time Frisbee.
Holiday time Frisbee. Yeah.
We played bocce.
Oh,
Yeah.
nerd.
Nerdy Italian family.
Can't say.
You know?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean
So
that.
you crocheted and played bocce ball?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of like, not bocce ball.
No.
Bocce ball's with the.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like
I was thinking of like hacky
the
sack.
American term is lawn bowling.
Lawn bowling. That's
But
a
it's
southern
so
thing
much
we
better,
say.
yeah, so.
Wait, that's about. Yeah, I thought you meant hacky sack
Oh, no.
for some reason.
I was
like,
okay
wow,
at that,
that's nerdy.
but I never was really great at that. I never could really juggle.
No, that's hard.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, bocce ball's fun.
Yeah,
I
bocce's
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
I like the sounds more than anything.
Sounds good. All right. Well,
Perfect.
here you go. Now you learned something
Now
even
you
more.
learned some weird stuff about us.
Where I learned my sewing skills from my
There
grandma.
we go, from Grandma.
Miss you, Graham.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Yes, thank you. Always a
This
joy.
is, the men's room was great.
Yes.
And again, we're here for you guys.
Totally.
If you have any suggestions, topics, feedback, we'd love to hear from you. info@patrickbasilmd.com. Put making the cut in the subject line, but thanks, Hope.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
It's been amazing.
And episode 10.
Episode 10.
All right.
Wild.
See you next time.
See ya.